Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
And this carries into the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The Browns offense getting ready for their first drive as they will do so behind their quarterback in his third year now from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And I think Baker Mayfield has had a tremendous offseason getting ready for this one because he put the focus squarely on football and cut out a lot of the peripheral stuff. Just focused in on being the best quarterback and leader for his Cleveland Browns team. And now all he has to do, take care of the turnover issues of last year. 21 interceptions he threw, second most in the NFL.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
The Ravens had a big season in 2019, but are still looking to strengthen their pass rush. And they bring in Calais Campbell, a 5-time Pro Bowler, and he was acquired for the low cost of a 5th-round draft pick. 31.5 sacks his last 3 years. He's been to 2 NFC Championship games and a Super Bowl. He wants to carry the Ravens back to the Super Bowl with him.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now we get our first peek at the Ravens offense, and at the helm, of course, the most valuable player of the NFL in 2019, Lamar Jackson.
And to me, he's one of the 2 most difficult guys in the league to game plan for in the NFL, and I add Patrick Mahomes in that category. But just about every team we talk to getting ready for Lamar Jackson says the exact same thing. We've got to slow him down running the football, yet no one's been able to really do it consistently. Now, the most impressive thing about his game to me, how he's developed as both a passer and a leader. His team believes in him.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
First and 10. And
a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Let's go.
This is Ingram on first and 10. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
93's the mic. 93's the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, you know, when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
By the wide receiver.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down now, it's Ingram. He will push his way down to about the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming.
From the gun, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the gun, Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check, check, check. 48, 48, Mike.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
The Cleveland ball
And Charles, will look there at the Ravens draft class for 2020. And I tell you, for a team picking late in the draft, they came up with a couple of gems in the first few rounds.
They absolutely did, because when you're picking that late, you're not expected to get some of the best quality players in the draft, but they did. Patrick Queen at 28, maybe the top linebacker. And then for some people, J.K. Dobbins at 55 as a running back. A lot of people had him number 1 on their boards.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
4 yards.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the run, this is Hunt. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with his quickness.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Intercepted.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Check 13. Check 13.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Miles Garrett.
Tackle made there by Miles Garrett. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 40-yard line.
All day, every day, any day.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Taken down at the 41.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Watch the pass.
On third down, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That's good.
27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 33. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
But I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Army.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Goodson made the tackle.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Tight end right. Even. 4 down. Even.
Jackson from the shotgun. The Browns D locked in on third down. Brings up 4th.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT.
Makes the score Ravens 10, Browns nothing.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
25-yard line.
We remind you lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check right. 58's Mike, 58's Mike. Exit.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
Mayfield's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Jones. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Mayfield looks to throw, and finding the tight end Hooper. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And there's a completion to Austin Hooper. What a big-time acquisition for this offense in Cleveland. Came from Atlanta as a 2-time Pro Bowler, had nearly 800 yards in receptions and 6 touchdowns last year, and he spends a lot of time with his quarterback in order for them to get on the same page on every snap.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They run with Hunt for about 3 yards there to the 27.
The handoff to Kareem Hunt.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush will just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On third down, Mayfield. That is going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Derek Wolfe drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Right here, so we gotta step it up.
On second down, it's Edwards. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Check, now shot. 93's the mic. Come on, D.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. He completes it to Bryant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 47.
Marquise Brown coming off of a solid rookie season, 46 catches, 584 yards, but he was never 100% in his rookie year. As head coach John Harbaugh talked about the foot injury that he played with throughout the season. Now they expect him to be 100% healthy. And when so, they'll see more of those plays that had everyone calling him Hollywood in college.
He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. The Ravens on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw again is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
39-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Here we go, D. All day.
Throwing is Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Double dog, double dog. That's the one.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully, that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Hey, middle. Come on. Slam.
Now Jackson going to take off with it. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
I'm going back to you. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Des Bryant there to make the grab, and the Ravens will extend their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination, but the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Extra point.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
First down, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Open man is Higgins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
And again, it's Mayfield. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Cut.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Rashard Higgins there to make the grab. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also at a field goal range down at the 27-yard line. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
4 down. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Let's go, D.
To throw again. Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Jackson to Snead that time. First down, Baltimore.
1-yard line.
Again, Jackson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. All day, dog.
Jackson will throw again. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
At the 46-yard line.
After the sack on first down, Jackson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Yeah, we dominate today.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here in the game you're watching. We've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I got 8. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Marquise Brown.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
93's the mic. 93's the mic. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On third and short, they'll try option left. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Check 15. Check 15.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete to Sean Culkin.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Now it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Now a run with Edwards. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Yo. 42. They can't hang with us.
From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 34 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah.
They'll run again with Hunt, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
The ball carrier.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Middle, middle. Check 3.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a 1st down.
39-yard line.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Here's Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a handoff, Edwards. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They run once more with Edwards. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now.
Makes the score Ravens 27, Browns 7.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
3 down. Check. Check. 48 to the mic.
Here's Mayfield. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Mayfield's pass.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. Going to the air again with Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 5.
Mayfield's pass.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns get a score closer.
Cody Parkey lining up for the extra point.
It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Check. 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Play action. It's Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Sacked.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check. 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Here's Edwards. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
3rd and 11.
Check. 93's the mic. 93's the mic. 13.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check. 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Edwards now on 1st and 10.
Jackson.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Go, go, go. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Wants to run.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 33. From the gun, Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Another Baltimore Raven.
Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Again, it's Edwards. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Brown, the lone receiver, left. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
They'll look to run with Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run Edwards. And this time he is in. Punching it in from a yard away as the Ravens push further out in front. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Jackson's going to keep it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
That keeps the score. Ravens 33.
He had the option, decided to keep it. I don't know that it would have mattered either way, though. Defended pretty well.
It really was, wasn't it? Because option plays are really standard 2-point calls, and you have to prep against them, and they did their prep well on that one.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun, and he'll find Hall. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
There, he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And that is incomplete.
Mayfield's pass.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
4th down, Mayfield, and it is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
The ball carrier.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22.
Ravens 36.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
The Browns 1st down.
Mayfield now from the 50. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On third down, Mayfield, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throw left side, complete. It's Hall.
Mayfield's pass complete to Marvin Hall. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 21 yards away. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what...
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Attempt is no good. That keeps the score.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Finish up. Mike, 93's the mic. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Swear. Hey, report. Report.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Hey, y'all, what's up?
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch it up.
Now a carry for Dobbins. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands.
Oh, man, come on. Don't do it like that.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Kill, kill, kill.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going for it with Dobbins. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Ravens, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.